Ba 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 ba. Oh. Woo-wee. Well, alrighty, scavengers. How's everybody doing? All right. Well, as promised, I'm gonna do a quick little follow-up. Well, I don't know if I promised or not, but some of y'all asked for it, so here it is. Just do a quick little follow-up, go through some of the crap that we found on the last little outing. I think we actually, you know, did pretty good for the most part. Over here, got a little pile of some iron scraps, got some phalanges and stuff over here. Really thinking about getting like a little tack welding thing, or, you know, maybe start like making some like industrial art out of all this metal stuff that we find. But yeah, I got a little pile over there, got that refrigerator back up over there. Got a big tub over here of some cat wire. Most of it came out of the one dumpster there. I think it's all cat 6E. Good stuff right there. All this over here, this tchotchkeness that we pulled out of that big open top, this is gonna be all stainless. There's a little bit of you know, like the 304 mixed in here. But I mean, if you wanted to really sort this out in your scrapyard, actually they grade it and stuff like that. This is technically gonna be 316 stainless. Is what it would be. Yeah, it says right there 316. If you sort out the 316, if your yard does that, you get a little bit more. My yard does. I don't think it's a whole lot more they give you, but yeah, 304 stainless is what they give you across the board, and unless you specifically separate the 316 out, and then you know, the guy working the scale knows what's going on with that. So yes, stainless steel right there. Over here we've got the these little bags that we found. These are banners. We have found these plenty of times in the past. Aluminum poles, the banners go up. Trade show stuff, convention stuff. That's what that is. These guys right here, the legs come out, and then you know, down there, and you got your little pole right here, and it holds your thing up, your little display right there. Cleaned up. This is all extruded aluminum on here. I think the yard will give you breakage for it as it sits, unless you could find someone who would buy this kind of stuff. Some people do. And then back up over here, just get a little bit more iron scraps that we worked putting together for the iron shred pile in the back there. This big bucket, I actually kind of like it. I think I'm gonna cut some holes in the side, have some handles right there. But yeah, just a little iron shred pile stuff over here. Got us a good little bucket there of some #1. Got some extension over here. This is all that sheet aluminum cleaned up. BX cast aluminum right here. These were pulled out of the big open top with the instrumentation. That's just cleaned up cast aluminum as it sits. Well, technically that's sheet aluminum. That little piece, these little guys, whatever. Yeah, cast aluminum. Over here, I just wanted to show you guys before I went ahead and cleaned all these up. Got a little bit more stuff off of it. Just got the instrumentation stuff. I'm thinking that's what this is. It's just the top's not on it. It's all explosion proof stuff. The housing on it, if it's explosion proof, it's got to be made of something that doesn't spark, so that means non-ferrous. Clean all this stuff up as much as you can. This is all stainless Ashcroft gauges. This is some sort of little probe dealio, maybe for like temperature or something, but all that right there, that's cast aluminum. Pop all this stuff out of here, that's cast aluminum. This is gonna be that 316 stainless. Good stuff. Same here, these are really cool. Little 2,000 pound ball valve. That's some high pressure right there. That's not ultra high pressure. I used to deal with some 30,000 pound stuff, but yeah, this stuff, 2,000 pound, that'll 2,000 pounds will still do some damage. This I think is some sort of check valve. It came off, there was a hose running to it, and I think it's I don't know, it's really cool stuff. Stainless steel. This is all going to be a cast aluminum housing on these little flow switches, flow meters. Brooks Instrument. Yeah, I've never really dealt with anything like that before, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to show y'all some of that instrumentation stuff before I scrap it out and do whatever. I got a little bucket over here. This is some one-off stuff. There's some copper. This is die cast aluminum. This is 6061 aluminum, big bar stock type aluminum. You know, number 2 copper right there. Over here, this is going to be our brass bucket. This is all of our cleaned up brass. This is going to be our dirty brass. And then this guy right over here, I thought I started grinding into it. I mean, if you look at the difference here, there's a it's a little bit, it looks almost red like copper or whatever. That's actually red brass. You know, people could probably mistake it for copper too, but that's actually what red brass is. So you got the red brass and then the yellow brass, but that's what those look like side by side. And then when you put a little piece of copper next to the red brass, you can see that, you know, it's actually different. So yeah, we got a little piece of red brass here. This is all just dirty brass. This valve right here, it's got, you know, like I think there's a ball and a seat and stuff in there. So that's the dirty brass. And then all this is all just cleaned up. It's gonna be clean yellow brass right here. There's a little bit of copper right there, but I don't think the guy at the scale would mind that too much. But yeah, that's our little brass bucket right there. Our little one-off tchotchke bucket right over here. This guy right here, coolest find, I think. This KNF Concept. It's a tripod stand. It's even got a little bubbler leveler on it. And I Googled this guy. And, well, not this particular model. I don't know what model this is. The KF TM25340T. I'll have to look that up. But I think it was like a couple of $100. And from looking at it, this thing, right? I mean, this looks... I mean, do y'all see any scratches on here? I sure don't. I mean, it looks like this thing had maybe never been used. And then our Legos over here, I started breaking all that down, those signs that were put together. The border here, some of this stuff is glued together, but all the stuff that was in the middle, it's all coming apart, like, you know, good stuff. But like, yeah, these the little border walls, I guess they glued them together to kind of hold everything together. But yeah, it's got a lot of these, the big green squares, some of the smaller green squares. But Legos are not cheap. I mean, what's that, probably $100, $200 worth of Legos? Like, you'd be amazed at how, like, the last time I looked up Legos, and I was shocked, like, what Legos are going for, especially like the Star Wars type stuff. But Legos. Over here I got a little bucket of some tchotchkeness. We found most of this came out of that first open top. Actually, I think all of it did. This is I believe for carpet. It's a knee kicker, and I think it grabs onto the carpet, and then you know, for stretching the carpet. And this nail, or this is actually a staple gun, and I'm willing to bet that this staple gun, and then, you know, these go, whoever's these were, they use these together. Got a bunch of old cell phones here, Samsung, a Pantech, bunch of Xfinity remotes. This one's still new with batteries. And then I found a handful of these. They're microphone cables. So, yeah. And then over here, this stuff, we have actually some special stuff here for you. This right here, as it sits, it's stainless breakage. A lot of this crap is what we pulled out of the big open top with the instrumentation and stuff. And from what I can tell, I believe these are like what they would call like a throat bushing, where there'd be like packing and a plunger would go through it. We're getting some spark there, but if you look down inside, there's like some sort of insert. It's a really hard insert, and I'm still working at trying to clean these up as much as I can. But that's what I kind of make from this. And then I believe there's a carbide coating on these. Something. So as these sit right here, this is like a this is good. This is stainless breakage as it sits. These little nubs, got to get these little nubs off of here. That plate itself is stainless, but the little nubs are not. But yeah, I'm still working on this. And then this guy over here, this is a first for me, guys. These little I don't even know what these are. They're real heavy. They're very dense, right? And so you're like, okay, and you stick it on the magnet. It's not magnetic. You're like, well, it's very heavy, so it's got to be like, I mean, it's heavier than steel. So, you know, you're thinking maybe like brass, maybe like copper, something like that. Check this out. Cut into it. You can't. I cannot cut into it. I cannot. I cannot put a dent in that. So, and it dawned on me, I'm like, you know what? I think I know what this is, because I seen this little piece right here, and it's got, see how it's chipped? This is actually carbide, like a tungsten carbide. It's super, super hard, but it's very brittle. Like if you hit this with a hammer, it'll actually shatter, kind of like a porcelain. I'm thinking that's what this is. I'm thinking this is a type of carbide. And if I remember correctly, I think carbide gets a lot of money at the scrapyard. You can't, I mean, like, look at that. I can't. I mean, it's not doing anything. I've never found any of this before. I do believe my yard takes it, so I'm gonna have this separated out for sure, and I'm gonna let them know, be like, hey, this is carbide. And they even have the little gun, so you know, I'll definitely get back with you on this stuff, and we'll see what the you know, see what the machine says that material is. But that's definitely a first. I've never found any of that before. Super cool right there. Let's see, a little sheet aluminum, all this stuff over here. This Needful light, as y'all can see, plugged it in. The tripod was actually in the dumpster, and then with the case and the Needful light comes on. I believe this guy is actually pretty pricey too. They came up, you know, around $100 or something like that. But yeah, you know, that's for video vlogging, putting your makeup on, that kind of stuff. But it works. But anyways, yes, in a nutshell, that's it, scavengers. You know, just doing my thing on the home front. A lot of y'all been asking about, you know, are y'all still moving? You know, yes guys, we're totally moving. Actually, like, we're waiting on the internet. The Comcast has not hooked up cable in the neighborhood yet, and as soon as they hook up, we're gone. Most of the stuff in the house, we've already moved a bunch of crap. You know, all it's got left is really just the big stuff, and as soon as they have cable, we're gone. Call the movers, out of here. So yes guys, we're hoping here in the next week or so. I'm hoping, you know. So, but anyways, alrighty scavengers, well, I gotta get all cleaned up here. Yeah, go get some more scraps, fill it up, keep doing what we do. Y'all take care. Thank you, love y'all, peace.